Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about tense. So what is the tense? We will discuss and let's see what is the importance of tense in English. So tenses play a crucial role in the English language. It denotes the time an action takes place, whether sometime in the past, in the present, or will it take some time in the future. So we divide tense into three parts or three kinds. First is your present tense, the second one is your past tense, and the third one is your future tense. So generally we can say that tense has three kinds. Now present tense is not also get categorized in four subdivision. The first is your simple, second one is your continuous, third one is your perfect, and the fourth one is your perfect continuous. We say that's simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and the last is present perfect continuous tense. Now past tense is also divided in the same four category. The first is your simple, second one is your continuous, third one is your perfect, and the fourth one is your perfect continuous. We also say just like simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and the fourth one is past perfect continuous tense. Same way, the future tense is also divided into four subcategory. First is your simple, second one is your continuous, third one is your perfect, and the fourth one is your perfect continuous. So we can also say sim- simple future, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So in this chart we can easily learn the names of tense. So tense, if we learn the four names, we can learn all the 12 names, because the all the four subcategory are same in present, in past, and in future. So these are only the names of tense. Further we will study in the details about what are the function of these or where we can use these tense. Now let's see in details. Now we are we will discuss here simple present tense. So in simple present tense, what we do and where we use, we will see. Let's see where to use the simple present tense. The main use of simple present tense is to express actions done as a matter of habit or actions done repeatedly. We also use simple present tense to express permanent truth. Let's continue. Now here we see the structure of simple present tense. So what we use or how to form simple present tense? There will be first subject, then we use verb 1 or verb 5 according to the subject, and then object. Take this example. Eh, I teach English. Here I is the subject, teach is verb 1, and English is the object. So I teach English. Now as you see here, I have structured four more sentences. So every sentence we will define in five categories. Just like see, the first is your I teach English. This is your affirmative sentence, or we can directly say it is your positive sentence. Now we will change this sentence into negative. Just like I teach English, here I do not teach English. To make negative sentence, we use do not. or instead of do not, we can write in short don't. I don't teach English. Next is, you can say it is your interrogative sentence, and in the positive way. Do I teach English? We put do in front of the sentence to make it interrogative. Do I teach English? Next is your interrogative with negative form. Do I not teach English? We put do, then subject, then not. Do I not teach English? The last one is your question words. Sentence with question words. How to make questions. When do I teach English? When do I teach English? So here we use question words, then do, then subject, verb and object. So in this way we change all the sentence in this 5 format. First is your positive, the second one is your negative, positive interrogative, then negative interrogative, and the last one is your question words. So let's recall all these. Simple present tense. Structure means how to form the sentence. We first put subject, then verb 1, then verb 5, then object. Example: I teach English. I do not teach English. Do I teach English? Do I not teach English? When do I teach English? Let's take another example. As you have seen here, in structure I have mentioned subject plus verb 1 plus verb 5, subject plus verb 1 or verb 5 plus object. So the first example is your subject plus verb 1. Now see the second example. Here we have used verb 5. So whenever the subject is your third person singular, we always use verb 5. I repeat, whenever the subject is third person singular, we always use verb 5. See, he plays football. So he is your third person and singular. So I have used here he as a subject, plays as a verb 5, and then object as football. So he plays football. Now same as the previous, I have used and make this sentence in negative form. He does not play football. So here to make the sentence negative, we use does not. He does not play football. Again we see here that whenever we use does not, the verb comes in its original form. So he does not play football. To make it interrogative, does he play football? We use does in front of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence. Does he play football? Next, does he not play football? This is your interrogative with negative form. The last one is your with question form, question words. Where does he play football? So again we can see this is your positive, this is your negative, this is your positive interrogative sentence, this is your interrogative with negative form, and the last one is your with question words. So all this sentence we learn in this 5 format. So whenever we want to write or whenever we want to say something or speak in this format, we will not face any problem like this. So let's recall. Simple present tense structure: subject plus verb 1 or verb 5 plus object. Example: I teach English. I do not teach English. Do I teach English? Do I not teach English? When do I teach English? Next example: he plays football. He does not play football. Does he play football? Does he not play football? Where does he play football. Okay, so this is your simple present tense. Thank you.